the file handling in Python. Most of the programs are transient. Transient means whatever the program we are running and we are supplying the values to the variable, all these variables are temporary. So once you will finish your program and later if you will run that program, so those values you will not get again. So the program must be persistent for real life applications. So like if you want to retrieve your data again for this those applications, so you will be able to retrieve. So for example, if you are running an operating system, so previously whatever the values you have or whatever the files you have stored in our operating system or in your hard disk, so again you will be able to retrieve those files. And like operating system, you can also see the web servers. So like if you are running the Facebook and you are creating your account and you are storing your details, so again you will be able to retrieve your details. So these are the example of the persistent programs. So one of the simplest ways for programs to maintain their data is by reading and writing text files. So you normally we do this kind of storing task with the help of the databases like SQL, MySQL or SQL Server. But here we will just discuss the simplest way of storing, means file handling. So let's understand what is file. File are the name location on a disk to store related information. So suppose if you are storing your information, you are storing in the form of files. Like it may be a Word file, it may be a text file, or it may be any other file. So you are storing in the form of file. And where are you storing? You are storing maybe a hard disk, maybe a flash memory, or maybe a CD-ROM. So whenever you are working with the file, so you require to follow some steps. First, you have to open a file and then you can perform some operations like read or write operations. And after those operations, you can close your file. So let's understand how we can create a file or how we can open a file. Actually, whenever you are opening or you are creating, these are work with the open function. We have a one built-in function in Python that will help you to open a file or that will help you to create a file. And this function returns a file object and also called a handle. And it is used to read or modify file accordingly. So the syntax you can see on this screen. First, you have to create one object name, and then you have to use the assignment operator. And with the after this assignment operator, you have to use the open function. In this open function, you have to supply the name of the file or path of the file. So if the file is exist in the same folder where you are storing your program, so you have to just pass the name of the file. And if the program and file are at two different locations, so then you have to pass the file path. Next argument is a mode. Suppose if you are creating a file, you can keep here X, or you can keep here A or W. Later we will see what are those modes that we will keep here. The third argument is encoding. So you can open a file or you can create a file with the help of the mentioned encoding scheme, like maybe a UT8, just this kind of encoding scheme you can keep here. So, but these two arguments, mode and encoding, these are the optional argument. If you are just passing the file name, it will work, but the file should be existed. Now we will see the example here in my screen. You can see the example. First, we are passing the name of the file in the open function myfile.txt, and then I am printing this file object or handle, and then I am also passing the name of the file path in the second third statement open, and I'm passing this path. So these are the two ways of opening a file. So if you will print this object or handle, so it will show this kind of message, means you have opened a file and the name of the file is myfile.txt and mode is R. So I want to mention here, so if you are not passing the mode of the file, so it will take automatically the R mode. Okay, this is the default case, and the default encoding scheme is CP1252. Here, if you want to keep the other encoding scheme, you can also keep the UTF-8. This encoding scheme you can also use. So these are the modes that will help you to. So if you are passing the R mode, so means you are opening a file in a reading mode, and if you are passing the W mode, means you are trying to write on a file, but it will check whether the file does exist or not. So if it does not exist, so it will create first, and if it exists, so first it will remove the data from the file, and again it will write, means it will overwrite the data on a file if the file exists. Next mode is X mode. Suppose if you want to create a file and you don't want the file does not exist, means the file should not be exist in the folder in that location, so it will create file. If it exists, so it will show the error, it will fail this operation. So normally we just use to create a file, and in this case we have to be sure the file does not exist. Next mode is A mode, and in this mode we just append the whatever in this mode the file will already be available in the location, and we will open that file in the A mode, and we will be able to append or add some text on that file. So it will not overwrite, it will not delete the data, whatever the data is available in the file, it will just append in the end of the file. Next mode is a open in text mode and binary mode, and then you have a open file for a updating mode. These are the modes that we can use, that we can pass in a open functions. So you can understand. Now we can see how we can close a file. So this is the responsibility, our responsibility to close a file. It is just if you are leaving our file open, so what will happen? So next operation, whatever operation we are performing, it may affect your file. That's why you require, or we need to properly close the file first. Then we can perform the other operations. Closing a file will free up the resources that were tied with the file, and file is closed using the keyword, and there is a built-in function, close function method available in the Python. And if you want to close the file, so it should be available here, and then you can use the file handle, and with the handle you can keep the dot operator, and close function you can use, then it will properly close your file. But if you want to close your file very safely, so you can use the exception method. Here you can keep the try keyword, and then you can keep the open function, and then finally you can keep the close function. So after working with the file, it will close your file. So it is a safe mode, and it will avoid your exception method, means exception, whatever the exception will occur, it will handle. The other way of closing a file, and this is the very best way to close a file, and we can use the with keyword, and we don't need to explicitly call the close function, just it will automatically close your file. And here the syntax with, this is the keyword in the Python, and here this is the open function as f. So under this column, under this you can perform your operations, and it will, after performing your operation, it will automatically close your file. This is the one of the good method to close your file or work with the file. Now how to write on a file. If you want to write something on a file, normally we open our file, and then we will be able to write on that file. So if you want to open your file, you have to use these three modes. Any of the modes you can use. So if you want to add something on in your file, then you can use A mode, and if you want to write something on a file and you want to delete previous data, then you can use the W mode, and you can use the X mode to create a file first. So it should be available in the location, then you will be able to write on a file. So you have to open a file first. Then writing a string or sequence of bytes is done using with the help of the built-in function. Write function is available in the Python, and this is the method. So as I have discussed in a close function, if you want to close automatically, you can use this method with open, and you can pass the my text.txt and W function. W mode we are keeping here as F. F is your handle of your file. With this handle, you can call the write function f.write, and you can pass the string or whatever the data you want to write, you can pass, and it will write on your file. So here in my case, I'm writing 3 lines on your file. Reading a file. So again, like writing task, here also you have to open a file, but you have to open a file in a R mode. R mode means reading mode. You cannot modify. You have to just read your file. So if you want to work with the reading task, so you can keep here F equal to open my file.txt, and R mode you have to supply. And if you want to keep the encoding scheme, you can keep, otherwise you can avoid the encoding scheme. F.seek, I'm using this function to bring my cursor on a current location in the at the first in the beginning of your file. So if you want to use, you can use. It is also optional, but wherever your cursor will be there, it will start reading from that location. Print f.read. This read function is available here, and you can use to read function to read your file. So if you are passing f.read function and you are not passing anything in this function, so it will read your file completely in once. And if you want to read some characters like 10 characters or 50 characters, so you can keep here the number here. I want to read 50 characters of this file, so you can keep here 50. So it will read the 50 characters only. So we can modify. We can use the read function as per our requirement. So I have opened a file, my file txt, and I got this message. And hello guys, we are Indian and we have different cultures. So this is written in a file and already available, and I have read this data. Now reading a file means if you want to read a file line by line. So here is a one function and for loop you can use, and if open, you have to open in a reading mode, and then for line in F, just like a list, just like a dictionary tuple. If you are reading means you are printing your values from the list or tuple one by one. Just like that, we can also read a file line by line. So line is my variable, and in F is your handle of your file. So I'm printing the line by line. I'm reading this file. We also have some other functions that we can use for file handling. So alternatively, we can use the read line function. If you want to read line, only one line from the file, and you can use the read line function. And if you want to read 5 lines, so you can use in a while loop, you can keep a condition I is less than 5 equal to 5, and you can start I is equal to 1. Then you can keep this read line function, so it will read the line one by one. So in the previous case, you can see here I have read here line in F, so it will read all lines of your file. But if you want to read only 5 lines or 3 lines, So you have to use the readLite function under the while condition. Here the flush function will flush your write buffer of the file stream readable. If you want to see whether this is the file readable or not, you can use the readable function. And if you want to see the position of the cursor or of in your file, you can use the seek function and offset from seek underscore set. So these offset can be a start, current, or end. So if you want to keep your cursor at the start of the file, you can use the start offset. If you want to keep at the current, then you can use the current. And if you want to jump at the end of the file, you can keep end offset. Here the tail function will return the current file location. It is also just like a seek function, but it will work only for the current file locations. Writable, if you want to see whether this file is a writable or not, whether we can write on this file, so you can use the writable function that will return true if the file stream can be written to. So I think we can go for the demonstration first, and then we will start a module. So here I'm opening. I'm creating a one folder file. I'm keeping here, and I'm creating a one file, and I'm keeping here file.py, and I will write here all operations, whatever the operation we want to perform. So here in this folder we don't have any file. We will just create a file. So we will see if open and my file. I'm writing here .txt, and I'm keeping here mode X mode. I'm keeping here, and I'm not passing any encoding scheme. I'm just taking the default as encoding scheme. So I want to mention here, because we don't have any file, so this create function, create mode I'm taking, and I will run this program, and you will be able to see it is creating your file. You can see here it is creating a file. So now I want to write something on this file. So I will use a W mode, and then after opening this file, I will write something on this file. So suppose I want to write here 3 times hello world. So I will keep here I is equal to 1 and I is less than 5, or 5 times we can write, and I will write 5 times what hello world on this file. And oh sorry, you have to use here write function. Write method we have to use. So after using this, we can close this file. We have to use math f dot. So if I will run this program, it will write this hello world 5 times. So you can see here. It is running. Oh, we have to write here I plus plus, because we need increment. Sorry, I is equal to I plus 1. Now I will see my result. You can see here it is writing 5 times. If you want to write in a different line, so you can keep here and method \n. So it will keep your data in a, oh sorry. So it will keep your data, or so you can see here it has written 5 times or 4 times it has written. So you can keep here equal sign. Now after reading something on your file, I want to read your data. You can, if you are running this file, you can see here it is not displaying anything on your prompt. It is just creating file and you are writing on that file. If you want to display on your prompt, so you can use here again. You have to open a file, and in this open function you have to pass the file name or txt, and in this you have to pass the R mode. After this you will be able to read this file. So if you want to read all content in once, so you can pass f.read function you can use, and then you can close your file. So you can see here now it will show. Okay, we have to use the print statement because you are displaying on your prompt. So you can see here hello world, it has written 5 times on your prompt. So likewise we can read. So if you want to read only 10 characters of your file, so you can pass the f.read and you can pass the number 10. So 10 bytes or 10 character you want to read from the file. So again we can run. So you can see here only 10 characters it has written on your prompt. And if you want to read line by line, so you can read, you have to use the for loop. Line, this is the variable, as per your requirement you can use, and then one print line you have to use, and after reading they have to close your function. So you can see here it is writing all these content on this file line by line, and it is showing different. So if you want to keep in a one line, you can keep here, you can add that end is equal to \n method you can use. And if you want to read, because we are writing 5 lines on a file, if you want to read only 3 lines of this file, so you can use a while loop. And again you can reinitialize I is equal to 0, sorry, I is equal to 1, and I want to read only 3 lines. So I is less than equal to 3. I don't want to read all, because a read function is giving complete file you are reading, or correct number of characters you are reading, or if you are using the for loop method it is reading completely. But if I want to read only 3 lines or 2 lines, so you can use the while, under the while condition you can keep, and you can keep the read line method. Read line method f dot read line method. So if you will not use this while loop, it will read only one line. But if you are keeping under while, so it will read the line from your file again and again until the condition is true. So I'm closing now. So now we can run and we can see the result. So we have to keep this print inside a print function, because we are printing on a prompt. Okay, we have to kill, because we have to increment is I is equal to I plus 1. So Here you can see only 3 lines it will read, you can see. So as per our requirement, whatever the operation we want to perform, we can perform. Okay, so I'm just closing this demonstration. Now I will go for the modules.